The incredible Helldivers 2 is a shoot-and-run, big-gun equal fun type of game. One of those great co-op games that are widely recognized as a sure way to spend some quality time with your friends. That will always have your back, and you will always have theirs in return. Described by our fellow war crime initiators as psychological horror, comedy, and capitalism. This game truly strikes a great balance between
I'm almost out of ammo, I have. Oh shit, everyone, be careful, we need to. Damn hunters, how many are. Oh my god, we need to run now, we can't just. Shit, ahead. Why is there fire everywhere? Why the fuck are they flying now?
and those moments on the opposite side of the spectrum. Oh, so you fart. Well, how about? And of course, all that juicy meat in the middle, 90% of the game that right at the golden line. This is a horde shooter after all, and you'll be doing plenty of shooting. What I'm trying to say is that war is fun, just like in real life. It's where you have the opportunity to throw your life away for something greater, so that in the end, the idea that you fought for persists in the hearts and the minds of humanity's greatest. So join the line, Helldiver. Our E710 reserves are running low, and we need to eliminate 2 billion bugs, so that our way of life remains unchallenged. Don't ask questions, seek no connection, abandon reason, embrace democracy.
Liberating the galaxy, stomping bugs, every kid's dream.
You don't say. Been dreaming about that my whole life. My heart is in the right place, and I'm ready to dive in whatever life brings. Finally, arriving at the King of Equality, a spaceship under my own command, the name of which I chose myself. I was introduced to the sheer scale of this galactic warfare. There is no better time to start spreading the seed of democracy than right fucking now. And so there is no reason to delay. Just choose your favorite tools of applying divine justice upon your foes, and you're good to go. And there are a lot of those. What is my favorite, you ask? Well, I've got a couple. Laser assault rifle, the most reliable choice for controlling the hordes of approaching enemies, with its ability to never even reload. If used properly, of course. A word of advice: there are not a lot of things in this world as empowering as firing that gun from your hip. You might never go back.
We hit him with that American Eagle screech, that.
A little fucking bolt gun, straight from the Warhammer 40k. Every shot is an earthquake. Every bullet is a gaping wound in your adversaries. Not even the mightiest foes will be able to stand against the power of Dominator. And you are required to scream various war cries while using this gun.
Freedom prevails! For the Emperor! Oh no! For democracy! Yum!
I am not sure why there is a choice in the secondary slot, as I myself was using P4 Senator exclusively the moment I unlocked it. Great punching power, and just looks awesome on your hip, even if it does nothing. Yeah, the reloading speed might be unreasonably slow, but even with that, wait, they buffed it?
To the town rode a ranger, had a big iron on his hip.
Sounds dope, right? Well, what if I told you that there is a third weapon slot for some really big guns? Rocket launchers, machine guns, a gun that strikes thunder, and a gun that shoots concentrated energy of a fucking star. I am not even gonna bother describing them all. Half of the joy playing Helldivers is trying out all these different weapons and loadouts. The other half is dropping a 500 kilogram bomb on your squad mates. Wait, what the fuck is a kilogram? As if an arsenal full of various weaponry was not enough, you also have access to some hefty arguments in any intergalactic confrontation. Liberty's wrath right upon your enemies, each having their own unique code that can be initiated even by a 10-year-old. Their existence is the reason why 4 teenagers with an average combat readiness of 27% are able to demolish a whole colony of giant insects in about 40 minutes. Enemy patrol is onto you. Well, how about getting overwhelmed from all sides and need to shift the balance of the immediate fight? It's like they say, and sometimes I just want to feel what it's like to wield the power of gods, to hear the deafening roar of unchained freedom, even for a fraction of a second that I was able to withstand its might. We at the terraforming gang love 380mm high explosive barrage. I would freaking love to show some of this stuff in play, so maybe it's a great moment to jump in action. Now just pick a planet and, wait, what's that red stuff? Mentkent, huh? That sounds cool. Where are we dropping, boys? They say automatons have no feelings, but in their glowing eyes I see hatred. It's a common belief at this point that automatons are noticeably harder to play against than bugs. While not fully agreeing with that notion, I do believe that they require a more tactical approach. They want you to be afraid, they want you to feel dread and terror, but you will not lose your head in the heat of the battle. You will not be intimidated by Big Chainsaw Man, made from innards of kidnapped civilians. You will not cower in fear in front of a giant beast of metal. And Rocket Guy, well, he can go fuck himself. But there is no better feeling than making it till extraction against all odds, with hordes of enemies enclosing from all sides, with stratagems being on cooldown, with your FPS being so low that you can count it, with your allies falling but then rising again. This is peak Helldivers, and there are a lot of ways this game manages to achieve that addictive gameplay loop, one of which, in my opinion, should be mentioned in a game about liberation of a galaxy. Desolate moon that lays in the light of a star far away from Super Earth, lush jungles of a world where trees do speak binary sometimes, a hellhole of a planet with an actual word hell in its name that has been suggested to be nuked from existence a couple of times by fellow Helldivers, emerald skies of a once perfect place, now tainted by the presence of disgusting bugs and their fascist ideology. I just can't help myself but to look at the beautiful skies whenever I get a chance. Who knows, maybe it's the last time I see them. Maybe this view alone is already worth the fight. The galaxy is big, our enemies are wide, and it was necessary for developers to make sure that these worlds feel unique, even those absolutely not suitable for colonizing planets of raging fire. Even they feel necessary in a game like that. Liberty shall be spread in every corner of the galaxy, and the moments of struggle will be remembered as the greatest moments of your life. It is also just gonna be fun in process, so for someone like me who always loved FPS games, but also got tired of playing PvP shooters, this game is a great find, where you can still overcome great challenge and rely on wonderfully executed teamplay, without the baggage of constantly receiving brain aneurysms due to the toxic nature of this genre. And shooting stuff here is so goddamn fun, it is hard to take a break sometimes. Every gun feels like a tamed beast of steel in your hands. Every enemy explodes in vital fluids or bits of metal. Offensive stratagems feel like a cataclysmic force ready to erupt the earth to its core. Nobody told me that doing galactic genocide is this fun. If we keep going like that, this war will be over before it even started. Wait, what do you mean special military operation? Isn't it like same thing?
Helldivers to Hellpods. Repeat. Helldivers to Hellpods. Repeat. Helldivers to Hellpods.
These days, whenever there is a new game that claims to be of live service kind, your immediate reaction is resentment, usually followed by disappointment. What makes Helldivers 2 not fall in the same category is that it was initially designed to be supported throughout years. It's a game that writes its own history, and you are a part of that. Start of the Second Galactic War, containment of bug outbreaks, and surprise attack of automaton legions. Planets fall, front lines chaotically shift, new lines of defense are being established, major operations are being initiated, new stratagems for achieving designated goals, liberation of planets that have been in a stalemate since the dawn of time itself, it seems. Communism ideals are driven from this galaxy once and for all in the final battle of Durgan, with more than 350,000 Helldivers participating in this final act of delivering justice. Only somehow, they returned with a more massive fleet, and barrier planets designed for terminate containment have failed their intended mission, and now bugs are repopulating at 2000% speed. It got so bad that Meridia is now considered a super colony, once a prosperous landscape full of life. Now a reminder to all Helldivers that the cause is just, and our enemies are not to be tolerated with. The Second Galactic War has been officially declared, and our current objective is to eliminate 3,590,000 enemies in order to demonstrate the full might of our last line of offense, the Helldivers. who knows what else will happen from now on. Hopefully I will be able to roll this stupid ass video out before something will happen with Meridia, and maybe someday we will see what Cyberstand looks like. And who knows, maybe there is just enough space for a third faction for a particular reason. I know that looking back at it, even realizing that it's all made up, that I will be grateful for making myself a part of something so big and grand, and that to some extent I also made history, and I was never alone in my path. How remarkable is it that these great memories will stay with me forever.